Hey, hey, hey. Hope you are having a fantastic day. We're going to cover something pretty awesome in my book, which is YouTube. So there's been a lot of talk about YouTube over the past, I would say really picked up steam here in the last 12 months or so, but YouTube has been something that I've been super pro on for going over 4 years now. And as far as getting started, as far as getting a successful YouTube channel launched, there's really not that much information when it comes to real estate agents. Now, there's plenty of information on YouTube just in general. There's a ton of videos on how to get more views. There's a ton of videos on how to get more subscribers. There's a lot of information that has to do with that, but there's very few pieces of content. There's very few videos that actually teach you the back end of not YouTube, but actually getting started, what you'll need to get going. You'll get general platitudes that, hey, you should have the right mindset. You should understand that it's going to take some time. You should do blah, 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 all that stuff. But what I want to share with you today is the actual X's and O's on the prep, on the startup guide that we use here with my company, where we launch a ton of real estate channels every single month. So I want to share with you the exact things that we ask for with all of the clients that we work with, whether it's what we call out of network, those agents that are not part of our group. We do work with agents in that respect for YouTube, but we also have our in network, which is all of our real estate agents that are part of our group, which get our editing services for free. So there's a lot of perks that come with being part of the group, as far as lead generation, as far as done for you services, such as posting on social media, such as launching ads, such as done for you YouTube, and all that fun stuff, or done for you editing. Now, if you're interested in that, I'll link it down below. But really what I want to share with you is the back end of how we're able to scale our business so effectively. And at the same time, this is something that you can use in your business, whether you decide to get started with YouTube and do everything yourself, such as creating thumbnails, such as uploading the videos, such as editing the videos, and all that fun stuff. If you decide to keep YouTube in-house and you do everything yourself, you have that option. You're going to see the exact template that you have access to in the link down below. You have access to this exact template. So if you haven't an idea of how to structure your thoughts, how to structure your YouTube channel, what it's going to be about, we guide you along the way with the template that you're going to see. So if that sounds like you, this is the video for you. But even if it's not, even if you already have 100 videos on the platform, this still is a video that you'll benefit from, because you might be at a point where you're ready to take your YouTube channel or YouTube production, your YouTube process, and outsource it. So you might find yourself spending too much time with designing thumbnails. You might find yourself with too much time being invested in editing. So you're wanting to bring somebody else into the fold. This is the exact template that we use, again, to bring on a ton of agents and us launch channels successfully every single time. So this is a video that just shares everything with you. Again, I'm not no interest in the fluff and puff. I want you to just get as much as you possibly can with every single video that you watch, and I would much rather just show everything to you as opposed to just hide it behind a wall or a B-roll. All right, so let's do this. So what you're seeing right here, this is the template that we use for all of our channels that we launch. Again, what I'm interested in getting you the startup for real estate. I'm giving you the startup that you'll need, the things that you'll need to consider, the items that you need to have in front of you in order, let me see, here we go, in order for you to have success and long-lasting success on YouTube. So as you're coming in, a like is going to go a long way. And if you can hear me okay, just let me know in the chat where you're listening from today. That would really help out the channel. All right, so what you're seeing here is a platform called Notion, which is absolutely free to use. You don't have to pay a dime for this. the Notion platform. So just be aware of that. This is something that you could easily replicate this on your own. Everything that you see on the screen was created from our team from scratch. So you can absolutely do this as well. All right. So as far as the actual template, I will link that down below so you can check it out. But as far as the platform that everything is hosted on, it's on Notion. So it's free for you to check out. All right, so first thing that we need to know, again, I'm going to walk you through it as if we were asking you these questions, as if we were onboarding you. Ali, welcome. Thanks for being here. These are questions that we're going to be asking you along the way, or as we're onboarding agents. So I'm just going to read it from as if we were asking you these questions, and also as if you were filling these things out. So again, this is all that we deem important. There's a few other things, but all that we deem important to get your channel established and being consistent so you can actually generate real estate leads. At the end of the day, this is designed to generate real estate leads for you. So we're not going to ask things that have nothing to do with that goal in mind. All right, so first thing is what we would need to know, and what you would need to know is, hey, what's your channel name? Now, your channel name can be really anything. It could be your name, it could be what you do, it could be where you do it. So you can be Jaime Resendiz, real estate agent in Dallas. Now that's a very long channel name. I actually would not go with that, but just give you an example that you could do your name, you could do your brokerage name, you could do what you do, which is a real estate agent, or you could make it geographically tied. So Dallas real estate agent, Dallas or Fort Worth real estate agent, Texas real estate agent. Now, just be cautious when it comes to using the word realtor. Realtor is a registered trademark that is not owned by you. It is you have the license to use it through NAR, the National Association of Realtors. However, if you're thinking of naming your YouTube channel name Dallas Realtor, know that that's not going to fly. So you're going to get a cease and desist sooner rather than later as NAR starts taking more and more focus on YouTube, which it already is taking focus on it. And actual YouTubers right now are getting those types of letters if they're using Realtor, the registered trademark, wrongly or incorrectly. And I have a video on this channel that talks about Realtor versus real estate agent. So we're not going to spend too much time there. Just want to give you a little bit of context there. So first you'll need to understand your channel name. Now, you also need to understand, what is your goal? Is your goal to get as many views as possible? Is your goal to get as many leads as possible? Is your goal to get as many subscribers as possible? What is your goal? Because all of those are going to be different. If you're looking to get the most views as possible, as an example, as a real estate agent, well, you're going to have to focus on what's more of a national platform. You're going to need to speak on more national important topics, if you will. Now, if your goal is to get more leads that you can work yourself, then you might need to get a bit more regional and a little bit more local and speak about Dallas, speak about Fort Worth, speak about the real estate market that you're working in. So a channel that only focuses on Texas real estate, as an example, is not going to have as many views as one that focuses on the entire state of real estate. Does that make sense? So understand what you want to accomplish. And most of the agent, actually, maybe with the exception of a couple. No, actually, there is a couple. So there's but most of the agents that we work with, the only priority, the only goal is to get more leads. So we create content that's more curated to a local presence, because those are the leads that are being worked. Now, a huge channel that was launched last year, Hola Franco, is one that you can check out. Just go into your YouTube browser and check that out. Hola Franco is someone that started out local, but just blew up to basically at this point international. So he gets millions and millions of views at this point, but he just absolutely he kind of adjusted along the way. So now he manages a more of a referral business than actually showing clients, and he'll still do that, but as far as where the bulk of his business is coming from is from the referrals, because he gets over 20 booked appointments every single week, all from YouTube. All right, so you need to understand that, and what type of content do you want to make, which kind of feeds back into what's the goal. What type of content are you going to make? Is it going to be about new construction? Is it going to be about all information about the home so you can get more listings? Is it going to be more on first-time buyer information? What type of content are you going to make? Are you going to make more content that is on location, so you're showcasing homes, or is it going to be more talking head, just like you're seeing here? That's something that you'll need to know. So again, as a reminder, all of this is hosted on the platform, which is Notion, and it is linked down below. And Notion in and of itself is free. As far as this template, I'll make sure that you have it linked down below so you can check it out if you're interested in getting this exact template that we use to launch all of our YouTube channels with. All right, and then here, who are you really? So you have this information already, right? But the goal here is for you to centralize it in one location, for you to centralize everything, your contact information in one place. So when you are filling out, let's say, your YouTube description, which there is a spot here for you to do that, or you're filling out anything else on your YouTube channel, you have everything in one place. But in addition to that, when you're ready to make that leap to an editor, or when you're ready to have somebody else help you with your YouTube channel, you have everything in one place. So the handoff is going to be seamless. So here it's just basic information. You already have all this at your disposal. So your name, your email, the phone number that you want to make public, because that might be different. So one of the biggest things that a lot of agents that start getting more and more traction, something that immediately happens as soon as there's millions and millions of views, is taking that personal phone number off of the videos. Well, not off of the videos, the actual descriptions and contact information, because you get flooded with a ton of calls, right? So at some point you get such attention that you're almost treated like a celebrity, where somebody just wants to call you out of the blue and pick your brain for 10 minutes, right? So we've all had that conversation with our family members, with people that we know, and hey, you're in real estate. Hey, can I pick your brain for 10 minutes? With you having a full understanding that they're going to pick your brain, but they're not going to use you. So that's what happens a lot with YouTubers. It's something that I had to learn early on. Not that I mean, I'm not a huge thing, but I do get direct calls from individuals from real estate agents that either want to get started with Facebook ads, that want to get started with YouTube, that want to learn how to do YouTube ads, that want to do everything else, but with the intention of, hey, do you have 10 minutes to talk? Well, no, I don't. I don't mind helping people out. The reason that you're seeing over 1,000 videos on the YouTube channel is a huge testament to that. But if everybody called me directly, 10 minutes, 15 minutes quickly becomes the entire day. So it's something you need to think about as you get going. If you have a tagline for your real estate business, again, we're just trying to centralize every information. So what you're seeing here is from our end, this is the information that a high production, high value company, when it comes to for done for you YouTube services, which is what we offer, this is the information that we need to know. We don't know you. We don't know what you're communicating with the marketplace. Our goal is to get that information from you and standardize it whenever we upload your videos, whenever we SEO your videos, so we search engine optimize your videos, when we come up with titles, when we come up with the descriptions, when we come up with everything. We need to know that information up front. And the rest of the information is pretty self-explanatory. So your social links, this will just be a pain for about 3 minutes while you go out and get the URLs of everything, but it'll save you so much time in the long run, because you'll have everything in one place. So as you're filling out applications, as you apply to be part of the YouTube Partner Program, as you are putting in your YouTube description, which again, you'll see a little bit of that here in a little bit, you'll see what we're talking about. This is all basic information. This is more of a slow down to speed up type of an exercise. This allows you to bring clarity to what you're doing and also be able to communicate the same way moving forward, because things are going to change on video 20, on video 200, on video 2000. So here you have a centralized place to make a change once, and then have your team, once you get to that level, execute on your behalf. And the second thing that we do is we start collecting some files. Again, you're seeing it from the lens of what a done for you service looks like. So that's what we provide, a done for you YouTube solution for real estate agents, where your only job is to make the video and then we take over. publish it, and you see it on YouTube next time, right? So you see it on YouTube. So that is basically it. So you record your video, send the raw file. We take care of the title. We take care of the description. We take care of the thumbnail. We take care of everything. We submit it back to you for review. Once you say it's good to go, cool. We upload that to YouTube. Next time you see it is on your YouTube channel and getting a ton of views. That's what we do. All right, so that comes with us collecting some files. First, we would need access to your YouTube channel. So again, the reason I wanted to show you this was so you, when you're ready to make that jump to, you don't have to use us. I'm not suggesting that. Whenever you're ready to move and work with the company, whether that's us, whether that's somebody from Fiverr, somebody from Upwork, somebody from wherever, or an assistant that's physically with you, you can just hand them this template and they'll get going. So here you would just need to see, you would just need to share who's going to be a manager alongside with you, or just getting access to your YouTube channel. And this is where you would go to do that. So you can share that access to individuals that can actually go into your business. So if you were going to give access to, somebody about, hey, take over my YouTube channel because I already have it, then you would actually need to get their email. So they would be the ones that fill this information out. Since we are the ones requesting this information, I went ahead and deleted our emails. There's several emails that need to be added from our clients because we need to be able to manage their channels, right? And then the folders. So a lot of the questions that come up is, well, how do I exchange files? We use Google Drive. You can use whatever. You can use Dropbox. You can use any Microsoft product, whatever you feel comfortable with, whether you're using OneDrive, whatever. We use Google just because our emails are Google, our calendars are Google. Everything that we're doing basically is Google based. So what we ask for is so we can optimize the headshots. And again, you're going to have a template for this. So we ask, since we create the thumbnails, we go ahead and coach you how to, how to actually get your thumbnails done in one swing of the bat. So here we coach you on the images that you need to take and then the emotions that you need to have. So we have all the information on file ready for you to go. And again, the template is down below so you can check that out. It's going to be the same thing for your team. Again, this is something that as you're getting ready to make that transition over to your team, you're able to hand this off, right? You earn a lot of money from YouTube AdSense. You in general or you as in me? Because if it's me, you're wrong. I appreciate it though, XYZ. General ongoing notes. So this are, again, if you're ready to pass this on to an editor, you can put some ongoing notes. I want all of my videos done this way. I want all of my videos to have this background B-roll or audio, whatever the case may be. These are just editorial notes, right? All right, so YouTube description. This is something that once you get done once you get this done once, you can actually just input it in YouTube itself. So there's YouTube settings that allow you to have some presets already established. So whenever you upload a video, your presets automatically come back. So you don't have to redo it again. But it's important that you write out your description ahead of time for when you're working with editors or when you're working with services like mine. They have something to go off from and are able to replicate every video for you. This is going to help you. Again, this is going to help you do all of this once. Once you fill all this out once, then executing on YouTube is super simple. So as you notice on the title, we're talking about getting your YouTube channel, the startup guide. We're not even going to go to the YouTube channel to get settings and all that fun stuff. That changes. That is going to be different regardless of when you watch the video, because the interface changes so much, and there's plenty of other videos that show you how to do that. In fact, I have several videos on this channel that show you which buttons to press, which settings to go to, how to get started from the X's and O on YouTube. But this is actually the pre-work that goes before going over onto YouTube and creating your channel, updating your banner, updating this, updating that. This is something that is a precursor to that, right? So that's why I wanted to share this with you. And again, the actual template, what you're seeing here, is going to be linked down below, so check that out. Now, again, the reason we want to do the description ahead of time is so you're able to articulate what your goals are, what you want to share in one place, so then it can be executed upon on YouTube. So as an example, I give the YouTube description, a brief YouTube description example that I have on one of my YouTube channels, and it looks something like this. So you can see that it looks organized. So you're able to replicate this over here again, and note that you have most of the information already, right? So this is something that you already have access to, which something I didn't cover that does warrant me explaining just a little bit is the lead magnet. How you actually make your YouTube channel, your YouTube channel and your videos lead generation machines for you in real estate is by having a lead magnet, having a value proposition, having a reason for somebody to give you their name, their email, their phone number in exchange for something of value. So that's what's called a lead magnet. You're providing something for their contact information. So this could be a list of homes in a certain area. This could be a list of homes with a certain thing that is very valuable in your community. So let's just say it's a pool. If you're in Florida, you need to have a pool, apparently. So you have all of this, you have a reason for somebody to reach out to you. So good lead magnets are a list of homes that provide some value to the user, which is more for the ease of use. Having a calculator that helps users understand if, what the payment would be. Cheat sheets on the improvements that they can make on their home, so that would appeal to homeowners. Those are all examples of lead magnets that you would need to create so you can get that URL here. So create your landing page, and that gives people access to the lead. The lead magnet. So that's the URL that would go there. And if you don't have one, then I strongly encourage you to create a reason, a compelling reason for somebody to reach out to you outside of, hey, call me if you have any questions about real estate. That's not going to be strong enough. People that are not ready to purchase at that point in time, they may be ready next month, but they're not going to reach out to you today because they're just not at that point. Now, something else that we do is we coach our agents on how to make the video, right? So some of the agents that we're working, in fact, many of the agents that we work with have never made a video before specifically for YouTube either. So we kind of coach along the way. So just fundamentals of a great video. You kind of see the examples there on a bit of positioning or framing, talking about audio, everything that you would need to know. Again, you can just pause the video and see everything that we include so you can replicate on your end, or the link to the template here is going to be down below so you can use this for when you're ready to launch your YouTube channel or enhance your YouTube channel or pass your channel's management onto another company, whether that's an assistant, whether that's a virtual assistant, or whoever. And then how to use the workflow board. I'm not going to go too much into this. I'm just going to actually show you the YouTube workflow board that we use with our agents. So what you're seeing here is the basic structure, the fundamentals, the checklist that you'll need to know, or questions that you'll need to answer in order to start your YouTube channel. What I want to share with you now is your workflow for your video production. This is, if you use this workflow, you're going to save hours and hours and hours of time. I have a lot of interest in you doing that. I want you to be as effective with your time as possible, because that's going to assure that you're going to continue doing your YouTube videos. If you're spending so much time and getting frustrated on, I don't know how to make my videos, and just every time it just takes me so long, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to edit, I'm getting no views, all that can add up to a ton of frustration. So I want to avoid that for you. And again, the template is down below, so you will need to work on actually creating this on your own if you are looking to do that. But with our agents, our workflow is just with one click of a mouse, the workflow comes out, right? So now all the videos, as I click on here, is video 1. As I'm brainstorming, I have different videos that I can create now. Then I send it over to the optimize stage. Oops. Then I send it over to optimized days. This is where I start doing keyword research. I look at the thumbnail, I look at the title, I look at the traffic. Once I have a good sense that this video is the one that I should make, so after I've optimized it, I'll go over to script it. Then I'll go over to record it. Then I'll go and put it over to editing, so it lets me know that I need to edit. Then I just review it. Then any revision requests that are made. So I'll kind of back up for a quick second. If you are doing this yourself, you'll need the brainstorming, you'll need the optimize, you'll need the scripting, recording, editing, and then distribute. So for you, if you're doing this yourself, if you don't have somebody else like us doing this for you, then you don't need the review, you don't need the revision request, because you're doing it yourself. So for our team, we provide this for you so you can brainstorm different ideas, optimizing just a few notes that you can input. We actually do a lot of the optimizing on the back end, so there's not as much need for agents there. The scripting, that's something that you would need to do. So you as again, I'm just speaking on how we work with agents in this particular respect. Scripting is something that you would need to do because you're the one that is going to record it. So as soon as you record it, and as soon as this video gets to the editing phase, then that's when we take over. We edit it, we send it back to the review. If there's any revisions that need to be made, this gets put over here so it gets prioritized. And then when it gets the distribution, our distribution team takes over. The distribution team will make sure that the thumbnail is as it should be. It makes sure that the optimization is done as it should and it's released in the appropriate way, so you start generating some views and traffic. So just to give you an idea of what it looks like in the actual card itself, in the actual page itself, these are all the different things that we ask for, and once an agent is ready to make a new video, they just hit the template and boom, we have a drop down on everything that they need to include. So everything is guided along the way. You don't have to guess at this. You just have to follow the prompts on what needs to be filled out. This is everything that you'll need to do and to really launch a successful YouTube channel. As a reminder, we launch a ton of YouTube channels every single month, and this is the exact template that we use with our agents, so we can collect all the information in one place and also guide our agents so they can replicate their videos, so they can maximize their exposure, and at the end of the day, accelerate the results. The end goal is generating real estate business. The end goal is generating business altogether. So this has allowed us to bring on agents on scale and just on mass, but also actually see results along the way. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Don't forget about this video's sponsor, which is the subscribe button. So it is linked down below. So don't forget to subscribe. And also, if you're interested in this template, it is in the description as well. I'll talk to you soon.